This is Kelly Omojigofia, the author. Take charge of your life, the author. Irrefutable 21 irrefutable law in building a solid marriage. This is on the Wisdom Power Mentoring TV on Ask the Counselor section. I want to recommend that you go through our pages in YouTube and in Facebook and check out all the series of Ask the Counselor section we have done. I am sure you are going to be blessed. On the focus this morning, the section for this question is this: when is the right time to get married? I think it's a frequently asked question. When is the right time to get married? For a young man out of university, he wants to settle down. It's a young lady also out of school, she wants to settle down. So every young person wants to settle down. But the question is, when is the right time to really settle down? Because we have a lot of broken homes today of young people who get into marriage, and in less than 3, 4, 5 years, there are issues here and there, and it looks like they were not actually ready about it. So when is the right time to really settle down? Is it because I am 30 years old, I should get married and settle down? Is it because of the pressure of the society? Is it what people think about me? What is the right time to get married? Because we must understand that the concept of marriage in the eyes of God, it's on permanency. It's not on going to go for shopping. It's something you want to make for a lifetime. So that actually tells us that we should gather some relevant information before we make this decision, that it's a life decision. So here's the question: when is the right time to get married? 2 things you need to know. Number 1, find yourself. Find yourself. In one of my new book with the title Wisdom Key in Finding Your Spouse, I wrote about 25 things you got to know about yourself in finding yourself. Your purpose, your potential, your assignments, your gifts, your talents, your strengths, your weakness. You got to know a lot of things about yourself. Why are you here? What makes you important? Why are you here? Out of the 1 billion, 2 billion, 7 billion.8, who are you? What makes you happy? What makes you sad? What makes you angry? Who are you? You've got to find yourself, understand your personality. You've got to be in touch with yourself. A lot of times, young people get married not knowing who they are. So the first thing in thinking, I want to settle down, the first thing you got to understand before you start thinking about making the jump, who to marry, you got to understand this question, friends. This is the first thing you got to do. You got to find yourself. Who are you? Find yourself. The next thing you've got to understand is this: you need to become whole. You need to become whole. And to become whole, you've got to develop your well-being. Develop your well-being. Now, what's your well-being? These are the things that constitute well-being. Develop your spiritual life, your spirituality, your emotional life. You've got to be stable emotionally. Develop your intellect. You've got to develop your brain, your mind. You've got to develop capacity, your strength. You've got to work on your financial life, your social life, your physical life. Now, all of this speaks of your well-being. It makes you whole. You don't get married as a half person. You get married, you stay married, you remain married as a whole person. So you become whole. You develop your well-being. Listen very carefully. So number 1, you find yourself. Number 2, you become whole. Develop your well-being. This is what makes people get ready for marriage. You don't marry because you are old. You don't marry because of society pressure. You marry because you are ready. You marry because you are prepared. And what prepares you is finding yourself and developing your well-being. If you miss finding yourself, if you miss developing your well-being, becoming whole, you're going to have a lot of problem with yourself. Mixed emotion, conflicts. There are a lot of things that people don't understand. When you see people when they have issues and how they fail to resolve issues, you can tell that they did not know who they are. This could be for a man. This could be for a woman. So the question is this again. When is the right time to get married? The right time to get married is finding yourself and developing your well-being. If you understand these two answers, I can assure you, you will do well as a spouse, dealing with your spouse. You will do well as a person, dealing with your spouse. You will do well as a person because your well-being is so critical to your life. It actually interprets how you see things. Because people don't know. We don't see things the way they are. We see things the way we are. So if you don't develop yourself, you cannot be a better person to your spouse. A better marriage is a product of a better person. A good marriage is a product of a good person. An excellent marriage is a product of an excellent person. So in developing your well-being, you become an excellent person. You become an excellent personality. You develop yourself. You become wise in dealing with problems. Two things you must not miss for this frequently asked question for when is the right time to get married. Not society pressure, not family pressure, not age, not just got a job, not just I'm of age. No, baby. What qualifies you is finding yourself. Finding yourself. I want to recommend you get that book. It's called The Keys to Finding Your Spouse. That material, I wrote a lot of things about how to find yourself. So finding yourself. And number two, becoming whole. Develop your well-being. That will help you to know who you are and what you have and what you can do to become a good person, an excellent person, a better person, to be a better spouse. And I pray for you that the Lord will help you to find yourself. The Lord will help you to develop your well-being. So whoever comes into your life and whoever you meet will be grateful they find you. God bless you.